Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, what you're seeing in front of you here, I think you can see that. Let me bring this down a little tiny bit. Okay, what you're seeing in front of you here is a 1911 Schmidt Rubin rifle. You'll notice it looks like it's been sporterized, which I thought it was. Well, some further reading, I found out that this particular rifle had a tendency that over time, this fore-end will get cracked. And the Swiss army would have a tendency to cut it off like this and usually sell them off as sporters to the public. But recently, a company called Sarco, which deals mainly in surplus, advertised a fore-end for 1911 Schmidt Rubin. So I bought one. And it looks to me like this is supposed to fit right up here to just at the base of the front sight. There's a ring on the barrel here that I think matches this ring here. Now, I don't have the rings yet, but this one here, I think they recut to put the, where you could put the sling on it, because there's another one here. And I think this was originally a full piece, and that this one actually sat a little scotch higher up right here. And so I've got to get some rings, cut this to right about where that ring is right now, and then figure out a way of bolting this to this. I think what I'll do is drill a couple of holes here and here and put some dowels in, and then put in some some kind of epoxy type glue. Put it all together. Might put two on the side. I might drill a hole in the center of the thing and then put a steel pin in the middle of it, just as an extra security on it. And then once it's together, move this forward to this ring location, and then put a ring up here, and I'll have it. Now, what I won't have, unfortunately, is if there is, I don't even know if there is a top piece for this. I suppose so. You could do a top piece like that. I can get two of those and make one of them into a top piece. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know, but I'd like to put this on here. At least that's my plan today. Toying with the idea. This was not that expensive, and even matches the color. That's kind of cool. So, I don't know if that's going to be my winter project or my next spring project, but right now I'm working on a winter project, which is my Austin Halleck. I did a damn fool thing, and I dropped it out at the range, and I cracked the frizzen off of the thing. And so I bought a frizzen. I had to get a casting. I need to drill the proper hole in it, because it's sort of a generic frizzen. I need to drill the proper hole for the screw that holds it in place on the Austin Halleck. Then heat treat it, and then maybe polish it first and then heat treat it, and then install it. Now, I've got a spring clamp now. I didn't have a spring clamp before to do that with, but I bought one to deal with that Lorenz. And now I've got one I can use on the Austin Halleck as well. Haven't worked up the gumption to get into going to do that, but I just might do that sometime in the near future. Anyway, this is just my idea for a, I can see where something's cut off right there. Huh. Anyway, this is just an idea I was toying with because I saw this in the Sarco catalog, and I thought, hot damn, I can get that because I've got one. And work on it. Now I've got a Schmidt Rubin rifle, a 1911 carbine, and a K31, which are the three different variants of this. Plus I have the 1889, which is the precursor for the Schmidt Rubin. It's actually the very first Schmidt Rubin, but it was designed initially for black powder. And then for the, was it GP90, which is the shorter round nose bullets that they originally used. The 1911s and the K31 are designed for the GP11, which is for the Spitzer bullet. and it's a slightly different length. But by the way, this with that GP11 is one of the most accurate rifles ever fielded to a standard Army officer or Army trooper. You don't want to mess with the Swiss. You don't want to mess with the Swiss. They're really good rifle shots. I mean, they're really, really good to this day. Well, anyway, that's my plan today. You got any comments on it? Let me know. Happy trails.